Good evening. If you'd like to listen to a 38-year-old grown adult drone on for 5 to 10 minutes about these, you've come to the right place. Now, I'll just start by reading off the information posted by Wizard Skating about this liner. Because there's many intuitions out now. There's not a lot of confusion, but I'm sure people are starting to wonder what the differences are of everything. So this video is about this specific liner. I will be doing another video about all of them for the Blade God tier, but this video is about this liner. So this is the new Wizard 3M Intuition liners, and Todd and I were lucky enough to get a pair. I guess you could say we're sponsored, but it's not official. We're just lucky enough to know Leon and get a pair of these. So it's the Wizard 3M Intuition liner. 11 individual sizes, which is exciting. I think that's what is similar to the Danny skate. There's more sizes. Low volume foam, which I'm going to go over, which is the most exciting part about this liner. Reinforced tongue, other exciting part about this liner. Integrated power wrap, another exciting thing. And of course the high visibility 3M material. If you remember the K2 Fatty, even the most recent, like the K21 Natural, they had the famous reflective 3M strip on the heel. This is kind of like the modern version of that. It's a really cool idea for night skating. Something that I don't do a lot in Kamloops, but if I lived in Vancouver, I would do it all the time. And plus, it just gives it such a cool, futuristic space look. You can see just from tightening the laces, the 3M's rubbing off the tiniest little bit, but it's not anything that'll be visible when it's in the skate. Did I not bring the skate down? Crap. Didn't bring the skates. When it's in the skate, you see it in the pictures, it's only exposed a little bit, so this isn't gonna show up at all. I'll start by saying I always, for the most part, skate the V2 liners without the wraps. I love how thin it feels in the skate. You need a little bit more ankle strength, but I skated cuffless Rems for so long. Like, there's more ankle mobility with this because you don't get the wraps. So it's obviously going to be, still hold shape, but it's a little bit, flimsy's not the right word because everything's held together really well. But I loved how thin the liner was without wearing the wraps. And you compare it to you compare this without the wraps to the Them Intuition with the integrated wraps, and it's thick, high volume foam, but that's what I want for that skate because that shell fits so much bigger. So it's cool that they're doing that for them, but that's not the point. I think a lot of people didn't know that you could skate these without the wrap. It's not required to skate them with the wraps. It's more to adjust fit, but especially if you have new liners and new boots, it's great to break the liners in without the wraps. You can put them on later if you feel like you want more support. But what's amazing about these is that this liner feels as thin as skating the V2 without the wraps. It feels as thin, but it has an integrated hard wrap, but it stays thin. It stays just as thin as the V2 without the wrap. So if that makes sense, it's a much more supportive and responsive version of the V2. It feels like the V2, as thin as the V2 without the wrap, but it has the wrap. And I'm pretty sure this area feels a little bit thinner, the toe area, and it's a little bit wider. Don't quote me on this. This is just what I felt, that This was meant to fit the linerless Seba boots, and now there's the updated linerless Seba boots with the bigger toe box, and it fits amazing. It fits perfectly. Not that this one didn't, but this one was more for the original linerless Seba boot. This is fully designed for the updated toe box, and it fit perfect. The other thing about this is if you look at tricks that you do in the PR, lots of wizard tricks, in Big Wheels 5, if you really watch in certain PR tricks, that there's a forward lean to pop into the toes, or I think it was something that was always lacking. It's not that the tongue was flimsy, but that push forward, the power that you get. This piece feels amazing. It's what I had in my the red Pro tongues that I was skating with the 5 wheels. That one went all the way down, but it's actually pretty smart to have a hard, really hard supportive piece here, and it connects with the wrap. All of that is power built into a really thin, precise liner. I've skated them a few times now, and the first impression was that it was supportive and responsive, but really thin. And it felt a lot like sounds really corny, but a pro product. Like it really fits the direction that wizard skating is going. Just all the little adjustments that Leon made to integrate this but keep it thin. The tongue's also a bit thicker, so he was skating at that prototype in Big Wheels 5. There was like an early version of this liner that looked like ketchup and mustard. You could see he had this tongue, but it was on a higher liner that was maybe a little bit too thick along here. So it was amazing that he integrated parts of that sample into this feel. So it's like a really cool evolution of all the wizard stuff. See, the thing is, if you tried to use this in a them skates, it has to be downsized and really tight on your foot. If I put this in my thems, you could almost like, it would be swimming. You could move it around a lot, but then you put it in my 42 linerless carbon shell, and it feels amazing. The other thing is the laces are gone, which that's how Leon and a bunch of other people, most importantly Leon, skated without laces when he skated the V2s. But these don't have laces, and that is actually for something in the future that I know nothing about. But you have to imagine the way that this was all designed to work together, that there will be more things coming to help all of this work together. But it fits incredible for the skate that it's currently designed for, and it really worked in my 43 as well. It fit great in the 43, which was the older shell with the smaller toe box, and it fits my 42 with the newer toe box really well. When you look down, you do slightly miss the gold and the black, but I love the Space Age Future boot look on this. And if you pay attention to Unwin's videos, you might be able to draw some conclusions on where things are going. Yeah, that tongue is fatter, and I think the tongue is wider. It's probably, no, it's just thicker and stiffer. It's so cool that products are being made for skating styles that are still developing, that didn't exist before, and a liner like this has never existed. You look at all the different kinds of ski liners that they have, and you know, there's the pro or higher end ones, and it's so cool to know that the skate liners are going in this direction, and that this kind of liner is not exactly necessary for aggressive skating unless you're really into the high end, like you want a high end product. But I like how the them Intuition fits the aggressive skate plastic boot, plastic frame. It doesn't need to be super thin and high end and pro with features like this. Whereas this totally fits the direction that wizard skating is going, and it like carbon, thin responsive liner, metal frame. Ooh. Anyways, that's the Wizard Intuition. I can't wait to do lots of tricks on it. What a great liner. I hope you get a chance to skate one. Like, if you're really hardcore, order the new Wizard skate. If you have the old Wizard skate with the older liner in the toe box, get the new one and just swap stuff out. Have a PR setup, have a 100mm setup. Just go crazy. It's so fun. Get a quiver. Thank you for watching.